It is now time for a segment that you guys have really fallen in love with. There are a lot of streamers that do the news, and unfortunately, they all suck. They're not funny. They do news that's like important and relevant and globally significant. That stuff sucks ass. The news that you need is the stupid news. You need news that has no impact on your life. You need news that's not going to help you be a smarter person in any way. And that's why it is time for the Monday segment brought to you by HossOnTwitch. All the news that's fit to print. Let's go right into our first story. This bird has been going viral for the sounds that it makes. Let's take a listen. Can you imagine having this thing in your house? They need to sample this for the next Dark Souls game. Oh my God, this stream is sponsored by Bird Milk. I forgot to tell you guys, we have our first major sponsor. I'm so excited to announce I'm sponsored by Bird Milk. Any reports that bird milk is largely causing huge outbreaks of salmonella or bubonic plague or dengue fever are complete fabrications. Bird milk. Drink the bird. God, I'd love to milk this bird. What kind of noises do you think this bird would make? Another hero beekeeper. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Matt Hilton has put on his bee suit hundreds of times and gone on all sorts of calls. But what happened Tuesday night has earned him beekeeper bragging rights for the rest of his life.
Very unusual. Not a normal work day.
Doing the interview in the beekeeping veil is such a flex.
At all.
This was the scene at Chase Field where a swarm of bees was spotted at the top of the netting behind home plate just before the start of the D-backs-Dodgers game. The game had to be delayed because of concern.
Every time they abbreviate Diamondbacks as D-backs, I always think they're calling the baseball team the D-bags. I'm always like, damn, you can't call them D-bags on TV. Am I the only one who hears that? Same? Okay, I'm not the only one.
About fan safety.
I can't say exactly when the swarm showed up.
Hilton was at his 6-year-old
Oh, no.
son Levi's T-ball game up in Surprise when he got the call that he was needed at the ballpark right away.
Once he said that it was...
Could you imagine a foul ball being ripped off into that thing, sending bees into the stands? Dude. Oh, no. Some lucky kid would be getting a sundae after being stung by 30 fucking bees. Can you imagine the play-by-play from Joe Buck on that? The count is 1-2, and a foul ball ripped into left field. And oh my goodness, a nest of bees seems to be swarming the fans there on the left side. Oh my goodness, looks like there's no fun to be had. I think that guy is dying. Get him an EpiPen. All right, the count is still 2-2. He's been favoring. And that kid seems to be going into shock, stung by more bees than Macaulay Culkin in My Girl. The count's 2-2.
Up the game, I knew it was a very urgent matter.
The 37-year-old branch manager with Blue Sky Pest Control hopped in his work truck and made the 45-minute drive.
Dude, he's hyping up the fans!
Field. He never expected the fan reaction.
There's no way. There's no way. Beekeeper, beekeeper.
When he arrived.
When I went out into the field, that's when, the crowd just started cheering when they realized, someone was there to take care of the bee situation.
This is a sexy beekeeper, BT dub.
And I played to that a bit. It was really cool, getting a couple fist bumps up and the crowd going crazy. I haven't had that before.
TV cameras got an up-close look at Hilton clearing away the bees 30 feet in the air.
Okay, look at that
standing on a
technique.
hydraulic lift chair. Hilton estimates there were about 15 to 20,000 bees up there. You can bet the bee guy got another standing ovation when the job was done. And
Standing O!
it was time to play ball. But the excitement was far from over. Hilton was asked to throw out the first pitch.
Fuck yeah, dude. Honestly, I am so okay with this trend. I am so okay with this trend because so many fucking celebrities are absolute pieces of shit. Let's uplift beekeepers. If we had more celebrity beekeepers, I'm on board.
And the crowd went wild.
Wasn't the greatest pitch. I'm not going to be drafted at any time soon, but it was a really neat experience.
The father of four has already been flooded with media requests and has even signed a deal with the Topps trading card company to make autographed.
You should cover yourself in bees for Name Your Price. Okay, so listen, I want to let you guys know that before my cousin got sick, we were actually planning on doing a stream where I at least attempted to get close to the world record of having bees put on me at my family's honey farm. We'll see what happens. I need these Topps bee cards. The caption on the card is insane.
Wow, that's
Be afraid, be very afraid. Bees swarm in Arizona. Bees spelled B-E-E. How does one get this card? Wait, this card is only $9. I need the full auto though. Wait, is this sold out? No! Let's go into our third story. Brought to you by the good folks at Bird Milk. The Zebra Saga. 4 zebras escape on I-90 near North Bend.
Well, first, I felt like I was at a petting zoo. The owner, she did not want to go on camera. We do know she is from out of state and was in the process of transporting the zebras to an animal sanctuary in Montana. She says she pulled over to check on the trailer, and that's when the animals somehow got loose. The incident turning North Bend into a wild zoo for a few hours Sunday.
I called someone. I was like, so I found the missing zebras. Like, they're in my yard.
It's the call you don't expect to make on a rainy Sunday, but it's one Whitney Bloomquist says she won't soon forget.
I mean, this is Washington. Washington alone would I have thought, like, zebras are on the loose in Washington, but let alone North Bend.
4 zebra originally escaped Sunday afternoon from their trailer while in transport not far from I-90 in North Bend. The animals quickly parading around this restaurant before taking off. 3 of them wandering into
I have friends who saw them. Shout out Spokane.
Backyard.
They like looked right at me, and I mean, I was like, "Okay, I don't make noise. Like, I think I got to be quiet." Like, no, you learn.
She was going through all of her fucking animal knowledge. She's like, "Do I make myself look big? No. That's bears. That's bears. Do I play dead? No, that's also fucking bears. What do I do with a goddamn zebra?"
With a bear, you make a lot of noise. You got to like make yourself big. And I'm like, with zebras, no one's taught me what to do when you're like approached by zebras.
The zebra once again taking off. One of them believed to be the baby, winding up in Courtney Luther's backyard.
He was very skittish and kind of backed into a tree, didn't know what to do, kind of lost his gang, I guess. And so
that's because zebras have no idea what to make of fucking Spokane. They're used to being in the Serengeti. He's like, why is it wet? Everyone's wearing a flannel. It smells like coffee. What is happening? Where am I?
he didn't know when he was going to take off, but once he jetted, we sort of created this human bridge to make sure that he got into the backyard safely, which is where he stayed for several hours afterwards.
3 of the zebra were eventually reunited at this private horse farm.
I've got a lot of different wild animals for people, for
cutie
and vets and such. It happens, and so we thought, well, let's just see if we can help.
Good Samaritan and rodeo wrangler David Danton using his skills to corral 2 of the animals to safety.
We made it to where the path of least resistance is right where we wanted them to be, and they gently walked up and got in the trailer, and they're fine. So it actually went as good as it possibly could, so it's good.
The final hurdle, working to find the final zebra still on the loose in North Bend.
This Sasa got me seeing zebras.
Yo, can you imagine being the one stoner in Spokane who is just absolutely ripping a grav bong on his way to work at like a Jack in the Box, and all of a sudden he's like,
oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I think that's a fucking zebra, dude. He like slowly takes his beanie off. What the fuck, dude? All right, we got to go to the second part of this story because that one zebra was still missing.
Signs at North Bend make it clear South Fork neighbors are Team Zebra.
It's
Team Zebra.
Team Zebra.
It's whimsical. It's unbelievable. It's fun. It's beautiful to imagine zebra running.
This woman has the screen of an original iPod tattooed on her neck playing a song. That is fire. That is a fire tat.
In our woods.
Other residents are marking their streets as zebra crossings. This comes days after 4 of the exotic animals escaped a trailer on I-90 near the North Bend exit and brought traffic to a halt, as seen in this citizen video.
Must be a joke.
And as one adult stallion...
It was him! It was him! That was... Bro! Oh my God, a Seattle stoner in the wild. Let's listen to that bag.
As seen in this citizen video.
Must be a joke.
And as
oh, this must be a joke, dude. Can you believe this shit, man? There's 4 zebras. Oh shit, what's the plural for zebra? There's zebrae on the highway. Remember, this segment is brought to you by Bird Milk. Have you ever been frustrated by how lactated normal milk is? Get the thin, gentle pleasure of avian milk in your mouth.
One adult stallion remains on the loose. King County Animal Control confirms there was a report of a zebra sighting about 1 day into the search. That was in the Snoqualmie Trail area off of Southeast 145th Street. They were not able to get an officer on scene quick enough. Now they plan to have extra patrols in the area over the next several days. Patrick Murphy snapped this video of his encounter with the missing stallion on his morning run on that same trail and reported it.
It's kind of like the local Bigfoot now. I hope they catch him, but I mean, the zebra might live in the hills forever in our hearts.
Oh,
jokingly
fuck
said
yeah.
that you don't find the zebra finds you.
A King County Animal Control
Flannel.
person says capturing the stallion isn't so black and white.
We'll let it come to
Oh man, she really did it with that joke.
us versus spooking it and chasing it completely out of the area where we kind of know where it's at already.
Longtime residents in the small town known to tourists as the backdrop of a 90s TV drama are ecstatic that this...
Wait! Is this where Twin fucking Peaks is filmed? What? Bro, what is more Twin Peaks than this? Than bumping into a single menacing zebra on a path? This literally could be a shot from the show. Yo, did Lynch start directing Life? What is happening?
Oh yeah, wow.
Tourists, as the backdrop of a 90s TV drama, are ecstatic that this unlikely event has
Go Knicks, baby. Don't you guys love Knicks?
her home back on the map.
People are having fun with it and just enjoying
Oh, what song is it?
that it's something different and fun.
God. What song is it? Can I up the quality at all?
Wow, that's very cool.
Slurp
That-
the chirp bird milk.
It's something
Slurp the what? Slurp the chirp. Oh my God. I forgot about that slogan, guys. I'm sorry. Slurp the chirp. All right. We have a part 3. We have a resolution, ladies and gentlemen. God, this is a good stream. This hour, 20 minutes has been absolute gasoline.
Look at that zebra right there. We can see it looking at us, the camera.
It was the image broadcast live Friday night.
6 days on the run.
Zebra seen leaving North Bend in a trailer after her wild 5-day stay in the area.
She's safe and she's healthy.
Earlier in the night, with the help of David Danton, a former rodeo bullfighter, and a team of wranglers, Shug was safely corralled.
The group of wranglers weren't from the community, but they've just jumped in, and the professionals, and they knew what to do.
There's drama with how they caught it? What do you mean?
North Bend Mayor Mary Miller was on site at this private residence for 6 hours, watching, even taking part of the roundup, which included these metal gates.
They shot it? Wait, what?
That was very gentle and very relaxed. We weren't dragging fencing, we weren't making noising. We were heavy lifting and moving things around. So I'm not that strong, but I learned some new skill sets along the way.
Fox 13 learning Shug took a liking to this private property. Homeowner Pamela Trujillo telling us over the phone the zebra kept coming back to visit her horse for 2 days before being caught.
I'd put
You're welcome.
out grain and hay. I fed her and I put it out there twice a day, and she had like a loop in the forest. She would go into the forest and move around.
I'm going to be honest. I probably wouldn't have snitched. I probably just would have kept the zebra for myself. I would have just painted all over the stripes and been like, that's a horse.
And then come right back.
Along the way,
what the hell? What were they recreating a murder here? Why did they film in black and white?
Into the forest and
with the voice recording over it.
Around and then come right back.
Along the way, she was spotted by next-door neighbor Kelly Merker, who even captured Shug on camera.
The zebra was in my driveway. The dog started barking yesterday morning, and I said to my husband, go see if it's the zebra. And he said, it is the zebra. So we called 911, but by the time the cops came, it was gone.
We now know Shug had been hoofing around the community of Riverbend since her escape from a
I love how they had they called 911 for this fucking zebra. I can't get the cops to show up for a home invasion in Los Angeles. They had a zebra squad in Spokane.
Last Sunday. 3 of her companions were found the same day, but Shug eluded capture, leaving many to believe she was taking in the sights
North Bend
of Western Washington.
I think it's going to go down in the history books. It might be the #1 subject matter for the year.
One thing's for sure, Shug's adventure captured the public's attention, spawning social media memes. She was placed everywhere, from riding a ferry across the Puget Sound to rounding the base.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
So funny.
At T-Mobile Park, even visiting the Fox 13 newsroom. But it's the North Bend community that she seemed to love the most.
They got her, so she'll be safe and hopefully where she's supposed to be. And
thank you.
Relax.
And local officials say Shug is in good health and condition. She's actually en route back to Montana. That wrangler, David Danton, in touch with her owner, making sure she gets back home safely.
Toddler monster behind wall turns out to be...
For one North Carolina 3-year-old, her closet was a constant source of terror.
About 8 months ago, she started to say that she heard monsters in her wall. We asked her to point, and she pointed right to her closet.
Mom Ashley Class initially writing it off as bedtime fears. But when they found some honeybees in the...
This poor kid.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Poor kid has been hearing a swarm of bees.
Attic of their 100-year-old farmhouse, they called in a beekeeper.
The official mascot of bird milk.
Camera revealing that monster is kind of real.
I kid you not. It lit up like Christmas on the wall right next to my daughter's
We need the stadium guy to take care of these bees.
closet. When I first thought it was like a man in the wall, I was really startled at what is that?
That whole cavity was full, and it's full all the way to the ceiling.
Behind that wall, more than 50,000 bees and hundreds of pounds of honeycomb.
And it was like an apocalypse is all I could think about, is just all these bees started flying out.
Something
beads? No, bees. Beads?
Even shocked beekeeper Curtis Collins.
It's basically twice the size of any other hive that I've removed.
Ashley sharing her real-life nightmare on TikTok.
Okay, today is day 10 of all this bee stuff.
Her videos garnering more than 9 million views.
There's just bees everywhere. They're like little landmines because they can still sting you when dead.
Curtis busting through the walls, trying to remove the hive with 3 extractions over several days.
There's honey all over the ceiling.
The sticky situation, not only gross, but the damage estimated at over $20,000.
Was there anything to do to prevent something like this from happening in your house?
You know, insurance is not covering any of it because they say it's preventable with pests.
Yeah, we kept packing flowers in the walls, which looking back was a terrible idea.
Collins believes the bees initially got in through this small hole in the attic and had been there for months.
What do you think? Is that crazy? Is that the noise you were hearing in your wall? Okay.
That's the noise the monsters were making?
Okay.
Wow.
We're gonna.
Poor kid.
We got those monsters.
Yeah.
Goodbye, monsters. Get out of here.
Now that the so-called monsters are gone, Curtis the beekeeper has a brand new title.
She looked straight at him and said, "He's not a beekeeper. He's a monster hunter." And Curtis was so excited. I think he was sitting high for the rest of the day.
It's all a process to try and save the bees and keep that hive going.
This family of 5 now hoping they can finally get some Z's without the bees.
You didn't.
So that's good that we saved all of those bees, but I'm ready for them to be evicted.
They were not invited in the first place.
Right.
And Tom, this is highly unusual. That beekeeper tells me that the bees were able to get in and create so much space because they didn't have insulated walls in this 100-year-old home. They say that this was about 8 to 9 feet tall, and it took about 8 months for those bees to create all of this.
That's a lot of bees. All right, moving on to our next story. Next story, let's take a look.
New at 5, Winter Haven police are searching for those who stole a car right out of a homeowner's driveway. But it's what was inside the car that holds significant meaning. The homeowner's mother's ashes.
No.
Cup holder.
No.
13's Carla Byron learned the thief or thieves had a bit of a cut.
Why the fuck was Mama in the cup holder? You can't put Mama in the cup holder.
Significant meaning. The homeowner's mother's ashes were in the cup holder. But as Fox 13's Carla Byron learned, the thief or thieves had a bit of a conscience.
I froze right there. My car.
A bold and sudden crime in Larry Carter's driveway.
I ain't hit no alarm. I ain't hit it crank. So they had to push it out. You know, these cars here, they live.
His 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat.
Okay, this Hellcat with Jesus on the side of it is fucking amazing. Dude, he has Jesus on the side of it and his mother's ashes in the cup holder. Unreal.
Was stolen around 3 a.m. Monday in Winter Haven.
Yeah, this is special. You know, it's the last call. Got my mother's name. I got Jesus on both sides.
The car was dedicated to his mother, who passed away in March 2019. The color purple was her favorite. And in loving memory was also written on the back windshield.
Man, she meant the world. She meant the world. Actually, her and my dad, really. I felt like when I lost both of them, I felt like I wasn't nobody. I feel like I ain't had nobody.
Okay, I have completely changed my take about putting Mama in the cup holder. At first, I was anti putting Mama in the cup holder. Now I'm very pro putting Mama in the cup holder.
Because they was in my corner, both of them.
Part of her ashes in a small bag were also in the cup holder. So Carter...
Okay, can't put Mama in a bag, though. We at least got to get her like a Stanley Cup or something.
Could take a part of her everywhere he went.
Then this morning, Carter made a shocking discovery.
Yo, the Breaking Bad FPS shot?
Inside his mailbox.
The thief or thieves seemingly gained a bit of a conscience and returned his mother's ashes.
They still got a good heart, but just they mind messed up. I get, Satan on them. Satan doing his thing. That's his job. He attacks our mind.
I fucking love this guy.
But whoever it was, still got a good heart. So what I did, I took my shirt and I closed the lid because I didn't want to put my fingerprints on it.
Police took the bag with the ashes for pictures and DNA processing. Next, Carter hopes his car, dedicated to his beloved mother, will be returned safely. Reporting in Winter Haven, Carla Byron, Fox 13 News.
Wow. That was quite a story. Next story. Here we go. Let's fire it up.
This man and woman from Defuniak Springs are now facing felony charges. The Escambia Sheriff's Office says they altered a scratch-off lottery ticket into $1 million winner last month. At least they tried.
How?
Kyra Enders and Dakota Jones were arrested this week. Both face charges of grand theft now. Investigators say Enders tried to cash the ticket at the Florida Lottery office in Pensacola.
Well, today Escambia Sheriff.
Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand how you do this because they just scan your ticket. They don't even look at this part.
Says the suspects had no chance of passing it off as a ticket, saying it was crudely pieced together. Tanner Stewart spoke with the sheriff.
Oh, they tried to piece together a ticket that had the things right for $1 million.
Wow, that's very
but they forgot that they just scanned the fucking things.
And says the suspects had no chance of passing it off as a ticket, saying it was crudely pieced together. Tanner Stewart spoke with the sheriff and explains how it unfolded.
Sue, Bob, Sheriff Chip Simmons says that lottery fraud isn't common, even more so $1 million lottery ticket fraud. His message to the suspects: if you feel the need to try something like this, do better. We were able to get a copy of the fraudulent ticket. Take a look. This is the $50 lottery ticket the Escambia...
What happened here? What happened here?
The County Sheriff's Office says a Walton County couple is charged with trying to pass for $1 million winner. If you look close, you can see a tear in the ticket right through the center. The Florida Lottery says this 500 times the cash lottery ticket is actually 2 tickets unskillfully pieced together. Officials say one obvious sign.
I like how hard they're hitting how poorly they made this fraud.
Words on the back not matching up. Now Kyra Enders, along with her boyfriend Dakota Jones, are facing felony charges.
They had an individual that thought that they could crudely
Scuzzles, thank you,
and put them together and pretend as if they were $1 million winner.
Escambia County Sheriff Chip Simmons says the 36-year-old suspect turned in the ticket to this Florida Lottery office in Pensacola March 1st. The arrest report shows officials immediately recognized the ticket was
Dragon
fake
Llama, thank
as
you.
Enders tried to cash it in. The report notes Enders confirmed she was the owner of the ticket, including a signed affidavit stating the ticket was real and acknowledging the penalties of perjury if caught lying.
Come on.
Further investigation revealed the 2 tickets had no winning prize at all. The sheriff says this is extremely rare in our area and far from the perfect crime.
I don't think this is going to be a made-for-TV movie type of situation because it was clear to the lottery officials and obviously clear to us that she had taken 2 tickets with different, one side had one serial number.
At no point did we believe your story, and may God have mercy on your soul.
The other serial number on it, especially whenever you pretend like you've won $1 million, they're going to take a look at this ticket.
Less than a week after trying to cash in, the sheriff's office says Enders called the lottery office in search of her prize. Instead, investigators asked to speak
She called the office. Hey, where's my money?
With Enders and the driver who brought her there, later identified through Facebook as Dakota Jones. Despite officials pointing out the 2 separate tickets and showing Enders that the words on the back of the tickets don't match up, investigators say she repeatedly insisted the ticket was real and only taped after ripping it apart. The report states the couple had 2 entirely different stories on how they obtained the ticket. The inconsistencies in their statements are what led to their arrest this week.
If you're going to try to claim $1 million, you've got to do a lot better than this. Again, you're not allowed.
I love the coaching from the police officer. Yeah, if you're going to commit crime, you got to be this. I mean, this is bad crime. You got to do way better than this. This is just horrible. We felt bad arresting them because they just, so stupid. What a story. Really letting those meth heads have it. Sometimes I research news stories, I stumble upon old gems. Okay.
A former custodian at the Oklahoma Indian Clinic accused of a disgusting crime. Police say he was putting his privates in the peanut butter.
Employee at this business who became
I'm sorry, we gotta run that back. What?
A former custodian at the Oklahoma Indian Clinic accused of a disgusting crime. Police say he was putting his privates in the peanut butter.
Employee at this business who became suspicious after several items in their break room had pubic hair or some type of hair on them.
several items?
Employee after employee reported food tampering starting back in March. Last month, those employees decided to try and catch the suspect in the act. Court documents say the
He's fucking multiple items of food.
CEO set up a hidden camera in the ceiling tiles. What the footage showed, disturbing.
This man was going into the break room. He appears to pull out his genitals and place them inside a peanut butter jar.
Police say the suspect, Luis Medellin, then put the jar back where he found it. He's also seen on camera urinating into a trash bag in the break room.
What the hell? This is the custodian.
Clinic says they hired Medellin through an outside company, but he had been cleaning their building for more than 8 years.
No, he's fucked so many people's food. He's fucked so many people's food.
We stopped by his home, but he did not answer. Medellin is charged with outraging public decency, a misdemeanor. He does not have a mugshot. Reporting from Ann Arbor and Reno, Zach Rael, KOCO 5 News.
8 years of fucking food. Can you imagine being someone who has worked at that clinic for the last 8 years and just having this epiphany that that guy has been fucking
16 months later.
your
Thank you, Bird.
sandwiches,
Enjoy the tweet, Neff.
your peanut butter, your Capri Suns, your leftovers, and pissing in the trash can.